Hi guys, Sam George here. I'm here today to do a football part 3 of my football show. I'm doing team of the season so far, and also I'm going to do a quick version of what my team would be if I was a manager, what I'd like my sort of team to be, and how they play, just so you give an insight into what I like. So I've done it so there's only a maximum of 4 from each team. I think it's pretty obvious Liverpool being by far the best team, but obviously I don't want to just put Liverpool players in because that's obviously a little bit not fun. So I've gone through the whole lot, sort of the whole league. There hasn't been many standout teams bar Liverpool, has there? I mean, City have been not their best. Chelsea's been alright. United been alright. Sheffield United's been very good. Wolves have been good. So it's hard not to put their guys in. But if you look on paper and stats, you have to go really with that. So for starting goal, I think it has to be Alisson, a superb goalkeeper. Been unbelievable for them since he come into the league. So I think he'd have to be. The goalie. After that, I'd say right back. I don't want to put Arnold in because I think there's other Liverpool players that have been even better than him. So I'm going for Wan-Bissaka, our right back. I think he's outstanding right back. And if it wasn't for Arnold, he'd definitely be in the team of the season anyway. So I'm going to put him in there. Next to him, I'll put Van Dijk. I think that's an obvious choice. An outstanding, powerful centre-back who's been ridiculous since he went there. Scores goals, keeps goals out. Absolute rock for them. I'll consider a few other people after this, but if you think about Spurs, none of their centre-backs stood out. Arsenal, Everton, all these teams, Saints. I can't think of anyone really that stood out as a centre-back, apart from really another Liverpool player or a City defender. They haven't defended overly good. So for that reason, I'll get another United guy in. I'll get Maguire because I do think he's been top draw for us actually. He's got better as the season goes on. I think if you put Van Dijk and Maguire next to each other, I think could be a great partnership. So that's why I've gone for Maguire there. As a left back, I'm going to go with Robertson. I think that's a fair thing to say. He's been by far the best left back in the league again. Goals, assists, he's been excellent for them. Midfield, I'll go for a 3 in midfield and a 3 up top. So the 3 midfield for me, De Bruyne, unbelievable with his assists and his goals. Was a spectacular player, and his stats this season are amazing again. So it has to be him. He has to be in there. I think Henderson has to be in there for the impact he's had for Liverpool this season. His leadership on the pitch. When they didn't have him, they actually struggled for a few games. So I think he has to be in there. Then I thought of other players again who had impressed in midfield this season. And I've actually gone for Grealish because I think out of all the teams, I don't want to just put big teams in and seem unfair. So if I'm thinking teams outside sort of the top teams, then I think Grealish has been the best. He's got 7 or 8 assists and goals as well. I think he's very influential for Villa. If he's not playing well, Villa aren't playing well. So I've had to go for Grealish there. There's a number of people could have gone for Fred. I think he's been amazing for United. I could have gone for Fabinho. I could have gone for other players. I can't really think who else has really stood out to me as a midfield player. So I think Grealish has been excellent. There's plenty of forwards I could put in. Obviously that's a hard bit. But as far as defenders and midfielders, I think it's very obvious who's been the best. Then on the left, I'd go Mane, 100%. I think he's been absolutely amazing. Again, sort of a left forward. I play with 3 forwards. I play a left forward, right forward, and a forward. Left forward, I'd definitely go Mane, making him inside runs. He's a fantastic finisher. He's so quick. He's electric pace. And I think he's superb, Mane. Absolutely brilliant player. And he fulfilled expectations at Liverpool big time. So he has to be in there. I say Aubameyang has to be. Scores incredible amount of goals for Arsenal. His record's brilliant. When he's in front of goal, he doesn't miss. Brilliant player, Aubameyang. I'd love him at United. I do think there's a potential of him leaving, so not just us, but I think Chelsea will be after him. I think there'll be a few teams after him. Arsenal seem to have a habit of selling their best players over the years, and I think it'd be a massive blow if they lost him. I think Aubameyang up front, and I'd have to go as well Vardy up front. I think he's been sensational. If if he hadn't retired already from internationals, if the Euros was on, I think he was 100% in there. Yeah, I think he would be 100% in that team. So yeah, that's my team. I think it's pretty fair to say that would rip most teams up. I thought again you could argue with some positions, but I can't think of anyone else. Abraham's been okay for Chelsea. Kane and Son were doing well before they got injured. Richarlison, Calvert-Lewin, Danny Ings might have a shout as well. Yeah, it's difficult to think who else has been outstanding. I mean, Aguero, yeah, always outstanding, 100%. But yeah, I think I've chosen the right three in terms of how their season's gone. In terms of my team, if I was a manager, I really like the diamond system. I really like the 4-1-2-1-2 system. It's a system I really like. In terms of you get possession, you get control midfield. You've got number 10 who can make runs into the box and play the through balls to two quick forwards. You've got three midfielders. You've got one holding and two number 8s who can sort of come back and be compact in the middle and give us plenty of passing options. I'd sort of have my two fullbacks quite compact, not going too far forward, maybe one, not the other, if it was my team, because that's how I like to play, quite defensive, but counter-attacking and possession when we can. Control the game where we can, be patient looking for our openings. So my team, if it was going for that type of thing, I'd go Alisson in goal. I'd go for Wan-Bissaka again at right back with, I think it's the same back four actually. I'd go Maguire, Van Dijk and Robertson. I think that's a really compact back four. Really hard to get past all them players. I think Wan-Bissaka's the best defender as a right back. I think obviously the two centre-halves speak for themselves, and Robertson. I'd have Kante as a holding player, as the one number 6. As a 2-8, I'd probably go for... I would go for Ndidi and Pogba. I think you got two powerful boys there. You like a tackle, like to get on the ball, quite classy good on the ball. Then at 10, I'd definitely go De Bruyne. By far the best through balls, best long shots. I think he'd be brilliant there. And I'd love to see a front two of Mane and Aubameyang. Absolute raw pace, fantastic finishing, just scare defenders. Just give them nightmares. So for me, definitely them two up front. I'd have a consideration for Rashford as well, and other players like that, and Salah, and Aguero, Kane, Son. There's so many players you could fit in. But if I'm going for my type of team, I think it would be that. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoy. Let me know what you reckon about the team of the season. For me, that's the best team this season so far. If you're not going to be too biased and put too many players in, So yeah, hope you enjoy. Hope you're having a good Sunday, and hope everyone's well. See you soon. Thank you.